This is how Subaru lost cars. Subaru didn't just mess up a car, they didn't just release something that people didn't like, they messed up what made people care about them in the first place. And the craziest part about all this, well, is that they absolutely did not have to. This wasn't forced, this wasn't some impossible market shift they had no control over. This was a decision, a conscious one, and now we're watching the consequences play out in real time. Like, subscribe so we can hit 2 million subscribers by the end of the year, and let's go. For years, Subaru had something most car companies would absolutely kill for. Not hype, not fake branding, not some marketing department trying to convince you that their crossover is sporty. They had a real niche, a real identity, something organic, something earned. Subaru had wagon people. And, well, wagon people, they are a different breed. They're not people who switch cars every 3 years because lease deals pop up. These are loyal, diehard, slightly unhinged enthusiasts who will drive the same car for 15, 20 years and then go right back and buy another one just like that. You see, Subaru didn't just have customers, they had believers. Because if you were being honest, and if you wanted a wagon in America, you didn't exactly have many options. You had two choices. You either spent serious money on some European luxury wagon that most people couldn't justify, or you bought a Subaru Outback. That was it. They owned it completely. They had a monopoly on a weird, passionate, underserved group of buyers. And instead of protecting that, they walked away. Because somewhere along the line, Subaru looked around and saw the SUV boom. They saw crossovers printing money. They saw bigger margins, bigger sales numbers, bigger market share. And they started to think the same thing every other car company thinks when they see that kind of growth. What if we just did that too? What if we took what we already have and made it more like what everyone else is selling? What if we turned the Outback into more of a SUV? And on paper, it sounds like a brilliant move. You keep your current customers and you open the door for a much larger audience. You get the best of both worlds. You evolve, you grow, you scale. It sounds like a win. But in reality, well, it's the exact opposite, because what Subaru completely misunderstood is why people were buying their cars in the first place. People weren't buying the Outback despite it being a wagon. They were buying it because it was a wagon. That was the identity. That was the hook. And the moment that you take that away, you're not improving the product, you're removing the reason it exists. You're cutting the soul out of it and hoping nobody notices, but, well, people definitely notice. And now, well, we're seeing it. Sales are dropping. Dealers are sitting on inventory. People walking onto lots looking at the new Outback and genuinely being confused. Not excited, not impressed, confused. Like, what is this thing actually supposed to be? And it's not just about numbers or spreadsheets. It's the feeling, it's the reaction from the exact people Subaru built their brand on. Longtime owners are looking at things and saying, this isn't my car anymore. And that right there is the danger zone. Because once you lose that core audience, once the people who supported you for years feel like you abandoned them, they don't stick around and give you another chance. They leave quietly, permanently. And Subaru didn't just risk that. They walked straight into it. Because now the Outback is just not special anymore. It's just another crossover. And the second that you become just another crossover, you're not playing your own game anymore. You're playing everyone else's. Now you're competing with Toyota, Honda, Mazda, Hyundai, Kia, Ford, every brand that has been perfecting this segment for years. And Subaru is not built to win that fight. Because, well, now customers are asking the most logical questions in the world. If I'm buying an SUV anyway, why wouldn't I just buy the best one? Why wouldn't I go with the brand that does this better, cheaper, more efficiently? And just like that, Subaru lost both sides of the equation. Their loyal niche customers are gone, and the mainstream buyers that they were chasing never fully convert. And that is the trap. That's how you lose. Subaru had a small market, but they owned all of it. Now, they're just chasing a massive market and getting a fraction. That trade never works, even. That trade never works, ever. And it gets worse because they didn't just change how the car looks, they changed how it feels. The old Outback drove like something unique. It had that low, planted feeling, that long roofline, that weird in-between stance that made it feel like a lifted car instead of a shrunken SUV. It had character. The new one? Well, it feels like everything else. Taller, bulkier, more plastic everywhere, more fake ruggedness. It's got fake ruggedness. It looks more outdoorsy, but it doesn't actually give you anything more. It just is trying harder. And guys, that is the problem. Subaru didn't make the car better. They made it more generic. And once you go generic, you're dead in the water because nobody wakes up thinking, I want something average today. Nah, people want something that fits them, something that feels intentional. Subaru used to be that brand. Yo guys, quick pause because this is super important. The giveaway is live right now and we're giving away this fully built, dripping in carbon Supra, 4 months in the making. And guys, it is the Tuner Hero spec, plus a Shelby GT350 with an exhaust that sounds absolutely ridiculous. So, if you want to win, you've got a decision to make. Do you get the JDM Legend, or do you get the American Icon? And guys, for a limited time, every purchase that you make on the site, which is pinned in the first comment down below, you get 2,000 bonus entries to win one of these cars, plus bonus cash, hat, shirt, entry pack, it don't matter. That's 2,000 extra chances on top. And Rocky from New York grabbed a quick entry pack last time and walked away with the GTR plus bonus cash. So yeah, it definitely happens. And we're running it back with 2 cars. So which one you picking? Let me know in the comments down below and go get entered as well. And good skill. You wanted practical, you went Subaru. You wanted all-wheel drive, you went Subaru. You wanted something a little weird but still cool like Lukey, you went Subaru. Now, it's just another SUV. And the worst part is they already had SUVs. The Forester exists, the Ascent exists. So now the lineup starts cannibalizing itself. Customers are looking at these cars side by side and wondering why they even both exist. And when your own products start competing with each other, that's when things really start to unravel. Then you layer on everything else, prices going up, not a little bit, a lot. People are walking into dealerships realizing they're paying thousands more for something they don't even like as much. That's a brutal combination. And on top of that, no hybrid option in a market where hybrids are exploding. Everyone else is adapting. Subaru, well, just isn't. So now you've got a product that's more expensive, less unique, and missing key features. That is not the winning formula. And the wild part is, none of this was unpredictable. People saw this coming from a mile away. This wasn't some surprise collapse. This was an unforced error. Subaru had something that worked for decades, something stable, something really profitable, something that people loved, and they changed it anyway. And they're not alone. Remember Coke when they changed the recipe? Yeah, that didn't turn out very well, did it? Car companies keep convincing themselves they know better than their customers, that they can reshape demand, that they can tell people what they should want. But it doesn't work like that. You know that customers know what they like. And when you take that away, they don't adjust, they don't compromise, they leave. We've seen it happen with multiple brands already. Jaguar, yes, and now we're watching Subaru go through the same thing. Because once you lose your identity, it's incredibly hard to get it back. Now, Subaru, they're stuck. If they go back to wagons, they admit that they were wrong. If they double down on SUVs, they continue losing the people who made them successful in the first place. There's no easy way out of this. And that is the real lesson here, not just for Subaru, but for every car brand, or just brand in general. Watching this unfold, your weird little corner of the market, the thing that only a small amount of people truly care about, that's not a weakness, that's your strength, that's your advantage. Because while everyone else is fighting over the same massive audience, you're building loyalty. Real loyalty, the kind that doesn't disappear overnight, the kind that keeps people coming back for years. You don't throw that away chasing something bigger, because the moment you trade loyalty for mass appeal, you don't get both. You lose one and you fail at the other. And Subaru is learning that the hard way. They didn't just redesign a car, they redesigned their identity into something nobody asked for, and now they're stuck trying to figure it out and how to fix it before it's too late. So what do you think about Subaru? Are they cooked? Let me know in the comments down below, and remember to go to winthisIdealcar.com to get entered to win your dream car plus cash. In fact, if you buy anything on the site right now, you get 2,000 bonus entries. Like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, help us hit 2 million subscribers this year. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. Promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.